Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are good. For your help for to write in the examination, we have to discuss about the electron transport chain. And friends, see the full lecture. Then and then only you will come to know how to write the answer of electron transport chain if it is asked in the examination. Most of the time, so many questions one by one they ask in the examination. For example, write short note on electron transport chain. In other words, respiratory chain. Or sometimes they ask name the enzymes by which the electron transport chain is carried out. Or otherwise, in the examination it can be asked write in detail how electron transport chain is carried out in our body. So you have to write in a simple manner. Most of the time the student they get confused about writing the answer of this electron transport chain. So here you should know electron transport chain is also known as respiratory chain, which is carried out in all living organisms, especially in human. The electron transport chain or respiratory chain, it is a sequence of enzymes where the reducing equivalent or the electron in the form of hydrogen is carried out from coenzymes and cytochrome electrons. Lastly, there will be the formation of oxygen which combines with this reducing equivalent and forms water by giving the energy in the form of ATP. So here you should know the electron transport chain or respiratory chain is a sequence of the reactions carried out by enzymes, coenzymes and cytochrome electrons. So you should know that the enzymes which are responsible to carry out the chain, they are oxidases, oxygenases, peroxidases and the last one dehydrogenases. So you should know dehydrogenases, oxidases, oxygenases and peroxidases are the enzymes which are responsible to carry out respiratory chain in our body. So here you should know that one of the enzyme known as P450, it is an oxygenase which is responsible to remove the toxic substances or the foreign bodies from the body, as well as it incorporate oxygen. So here you should know that the enzymes, first of all we'll see where this electron transport chain takes place. Electron transport chain takes place in mitochondria. So here we'll discuss about the structure of mitochondria first, then we'll discuss about the electron transport chain. So here you should know mitochondria is also known as powerhouse of the cell. So number of enzymes are present in the mitochondria, especially the enzymes in the mitochondria they carry out the electron transport chain. So and This mitochondria will have two different layers. The outermost layer is called as outer membrane, and you should know this is made up of bilayer phospholipids. We have already seen in the structure of cell membrane what is bilayer phospholipid. Bilayer phospholipids means one is hydrophilic end and one is hydrophobic end of this bilayer lipid. So here you should know the outermost membrane is consists of bilayer phospholipids, and inside inner layer of this mitochondria is called as inner membrane, and this inner membrane will have the structure like this: up down, up down, up down, and the lower ends they are known as cristae, and the interspace between the outer layer and inner layer is known as intermembrane space, and the space which remains between the inner layer is said to be matrix. It is called as matrix, and this matrix contains 50% protein, TCA cycle enzymes, fatty acid oxidation enzyme, and mitochondrial ribosomes. So you should know that this is the structure belongs to mitochondria. It is already said to be that mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Why it is said? Because ATP is generated there, therefore it is said to be powerhouse of the cell. Now we'll see one by one how this electron transport chain occurs in the body. So you should know that the dehydrogenases, that is known as NADH, nicotine amine dinucleotide hydrogenase. So these are the enzyme, or this NADH is an enzyme which will oxidize first here. So NADH, it will join with NAD. What is the electron transport chain? The transportation of a reducing equivalent from substrate to oxygen molecule. In other words, you can say that transfer of hydrogen from foodstuffs to oxygen molecule. So here you should know that Krebs cycle is one of the oxidative cycle which is common for lipid, protein, and as well as carbohydrates. So here you should know that the NADH, it will join with NAD, and hydrogen ion of NADH will go to NAD. NAD here it will be acceptor. Then FMN, it is a flavin mononucleotide, belongs to the riboflavin. It is an coenzyme. Coenzymes are needed to donate the reducing equivalent or hydrogen ion or electron to the coenzyme. So here you should know that NAD and FMN, they are the acceptors of the hydrogen ion. Then you should know a reaction which is carried out in Krebs cycle. Succinate is converted to fumarate, and during this reaction, FAD, that is the coenzyme FAD, flavin adenine dinucleotide, is needed. and it will be converted to FADH2. So here you should know that when this NADH will donate hydrogen ion to NAD, but this donation takes place in the presence of Fe, iron sulfur molecule, or center, you can say iron sulfur center. Now here afterwards the hydrogen ion will be transferred towards the coenzyme Q, also known as ubiquinone, and this ubiquinone will transfer reducing equivalent or electron or hydrogen ion to C1 and B cytochrome. These are the cytochromes: COQ, B, C, A, and A3. These are the cytochrome electrons. So here this COQ will transfer reducing equivalent to B and C, and C will transfer reducing equivalent to A and A3, and this A and A3 will require copper A and copper B center, where the oxygen molecule will form there. This oxygen will remain here stable till the formation of water. So you should know the water is formed here, A3. So you should know that after the formation of water, what will happen? There will be generation of energy, and the ADP is converted to ATP. ADP is converted to ATP. So such type of process is carried out in the respiratory chain. So you should know that the transfer of hydrogen ion from flavoprotein, that is flavoproteins are FMN and FAD, to the oxygen molecule. So here you should know that a generation of ATP will be there, adenosine triphosphate. What is deoxidative carboxylation? Deoxycarboxylation is the process where ATP is generated from ADP and PI. Therefore, it is said to be the oxidative decarboxylation. Now, you should know that such type of electron transport run in our body through mitochondria. So you should know the last sequence or the last reaction will be like this. The last reaction will be half O2 plus H2 will give rise to H2O. Now you should know where from these H2 come. H2 comes from FMN and FAD, means two hydrogen ions are transferred. So here you should know that there will be the release of water molecule. So here in electron transport chain, oxygen is released and formation of water takes place, and energy ATP is formed. So in such a manner you have to write in the examination. Friends, I am for you, and you should see the full video lecture. Then and then only it will be beneficial for you. I will put so many lectures. If you like, share it, give some comment, subscribe it, and Happy New Year and have a good day. Thank you very much.